Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this very special edition of New Distributor Training Saturday morning. My name is Fred Holmes. I'm an independent distributor with ZJ International, and it is my distinct privilege and pleasure to be the host for this morning's training. Now, I'll give you a quick couple of little program notes here. Today's training, I am going to focus on a couple of things for brand new distributors, so you're not going to be left out. But I do want you to know, if you're brand new to ZJ, just getting started with us, you're going to want to take some notes real quick right now, because I'm going to give you a formula that has taken literally decades for people to figure out on how to create a home-based business, how to start at your pace, how to engage immediately, and most importantly, go as far as you would desire to go in terms of developing, your health, your wellness, and your prosperity and financial security for you and your family. But today's training is going to be a little bit different because of a unique situation that we're dealing with right now in terms of the history and the evolution of ZJ International. And so my focus is going to be on the people that have been distributors with us for a while. And then we will, I'll try and get through my information as quickly as possible. I want to open up for question and answers. For those of you that are on your using a mobile device, you're going to want to tap your screen. The little icons will come up. For the rest of you that are on your computer, if you look at the bottom of the screen, you may have to click on the screen once to bring those icons up. You'll see a chat box. That is where I want you to put in your questions, because I want to be able to spend as much time as possible answering any specific questions. We will take a break about 15 minutes before the top of the hour. You're welcome to just stay logged in, or if you need to step away, you can re-log in to the very same link, www.fredholmes.com/webinar. And then right at the top of the hour, that'll be 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 o'clock Eastern, and those of you in the middle of the country can figure that one out. We will come right back for our first Saturday of the period team-wide meeting, and I'm going to be joined on that team meeting by Reed Nelson, one of our newest Black Diamonds, David Moses, our top income earning distributor. I believe Pat Anderson may also be joining us, and we're going to be going through all of the updates, the information. Pat Anderson, Reed Nelson, David Moses have been in Phoenix, Arizona at the Isagenix headquarters for a week. We all left yesterday. I was able to fly in on Tuesday, participate with the meeting for, the field leadership of ZJ, and a lot of information. So do not at the end of the training leave, stay with us, okay? And then of course, for those of you who have team members that can't participate live with us, we will be posting this video on my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/FredHolmesZJ. So first things first, for those of you who are maybe just now launching your ZJ business, maybe you're new to the industry, the profession of network marketing, or maybe you've been involved in network marketing in the past, and either you didn't have the level of success you desired, maybe you didn't have an opportunity to work with high level producing professionals within the industry to learn what they do. I want to share a few things with you. The first thing I want to do is I want to direct you back to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/FredHolmesZJ, all one word. You will find that YouTube channel is where we've archived all of our business presentations, our Thursday night biz talks. We archive the Saturday morning new distributor trainings and so on there. You will find a playlist tab. Under the playlist tab, you will see 4 videos. The very first video is called New Distributor Training, and it's 30 minutes long, exactly 30 minutes. And what that is, it's a culmination of all of the information that I've personally acquired over 35 years now in or around this industry. many years ago, back in the mid 80s. I left my previous career as a cross-country truck driver to get involved in this concept of a home-based business, person-to-person marketing, network marketing, multi-level marketing. They're all pretty much synonymous terms. And I was literally able in my early 30s to go from being a truck driver to creating an environment where I could work under my schedule, create an income that was substantially greater than what a truck driver could ever earn, and retire within 10 years. Now, I want you to think about that. By the time I hit my mid-40s, I'd already done what most people take till their 60s, and then sometimes longer than that, to accomplish. And it had absolutely nothing to do with any kind of special skills, talents that I had. But what it did have to do with was two things. I had the characteristics that create success within our profession. I'm going to share those with you in just a moment. And I was able to join an opportunity called network marketing that allowed me to use these skills that I did have and create a leveraged residual income. Now, what was it that was special about me? Nothing other than these three things. And I encourage you to write this in your notes. I encourage you to have your journal, in your hands, your pen on turbo speed, your notebook, whatever it is that you are starting to archive the knowledge that you will be gaining as you move through this journey of your own personal entrepreneurship. The first characteristic that I had was a willingness to work. And I want to be very clear about this. Anything of significance that you're going to do is going to require work. Whether it's, raising children, okay? It is significant to create the foundation of a young person's life that they will carry into their, the rest of their life. A physical fitness endeavor, running a marathon, getting lean and trim, that is something of significance. Being a relationship, marriage takes a lot of work. Okay, anything that you're going to do in life is going to require work. Just like this. Don't for one second think that 35 years ago I fell out of my truck, jumped up in a $2,000 suit, dusted myself off, and made $1 million. Okay, that's not how it happened. It did require work. Now, personally, I've always had very good work ethics. Okay, I was raised by a single mom. Growing up my life, I didn't know anything other than work. Mom had a full-time job, a part-time job, and a part-time job. Okay, I thought that was just what it was. And so I grew up in an environment where I wasn't afraid of work. Okay, I like working. I always have enjoyed doing whatever it is I did because I found a way to make the effort I put in meaningful. The problem was most of the time it didn't create a lot of money. Okay, now if you're the kind of person that understands that anything you're going to do that's significant is going to require work, and you're willing to do that, then you've got the number one, well, the first of three characteristics. And I want to share something with you I heard 35 years ago when I first entered this profession. And it just, made so much sense to me. The fellow, one of my original mentors in the industry, said, everybody's got to work. And as long as you're going to have to work anyway, why not do it for a little while and get it over and done with? And that made a lot of sense to me. Why not work for a little while and get it over and done with, right? Now, second characteristic was I was willing to learn. I was very coachable. Now, I'm not going to tell you I've always been that guy that's been very coachable. I tend to be the guy that, once I figure the deal out, don't confuse me with facts. I already know what to do. That hasn't always served me well. And I share that with you, especially for those of you that maybe have been involved in network marketing. Unless you've already been a high-level income earner, whatever you did to do that in a previous company, well, then keep doing that, okay? Because obviously you got it. But in this particular situation, people that have had some exposure to network marketing, oftentimes they're getting exposure to network marketing from people that really don't understand how to do this, okay? And for me, I was a truck driver. I knew what I needed to know about driving trucks. I was a very successful truck driver. What does that mean? That means I always had a job. Didn't always mean, it didn't mean I made a ton of money, but it meant I always had a job. I never, ever had a time where I wasn't working because I couldn't find a job. Because, you know, truck drivers are a dime a dozen, good ones are worth their weight in gold. I was one of those good ones, right? But when it came to network marketing, I already knew that I didn't know. And so I became highly coachable. Very key characteristic. Be highly coachable. Now, one of the things that was a major advantage to me was that my very first sponsor in my very first company, it's been a total of 3 companies now, but my very first company was already $1 million earner. He was a few years younger than me, and I realized I wanted what he had. He had high level prosperity. He had time freedom to spend with his wife and his children, and he was excited about what he was doing. I mean, who wouldn't want that? And because I had that advantage of working with somebody directly that knew what to do, I didn't get false information. And that's something that's really important to understand. If you are going to, you know, study, computers, software, you may not want to talk to the person that's never made $1 million in that. But, you know, Bill Gates would probably be a great guy to talk to, right? Robert Kiyosaki has made fortunes in real estate. I'd pay attention to what he says about real estate. I wouldn't pay attention to the person who talks about real estate, but has never purchased any real estate or never made any money in real estate. So, you know, the second characteristic, be coachable, be willing to learn, but make sure you associate with the people that have the ability to teach you correctly. Third ingredient, and of the 3, this is the most important, okay? I had a high level, white hot, burning desire to succeed. When my motivation to get involved in network marketing when I left my trucking career was to provide for my son. Okay, my son was entering school age. He had a lot of educational challenges. It was very apparent that if my son was going to achieve all that he could, he was going to need some very expensive specialized resources, and nobody was going to provide them. Okay, the school district wasn't going to provide them, the state wasn't going to provide them. It was going to be up to me. And so I needed a vehicle that could create, you know, high level income, financial resources to provide for my son. My desire to succeed revolved around my desire to provide for my son's future. And what would be more important than that? And see, that's the key. If you are, as a brand new distributor, if you are looking to succeed, let me tell you what to focus on. Don't focus on the details. Don't focus on, you know, what do we do? Focus on why you need to do it. Willing to work, willing to learn, burning desire to succeed. And of those 3 characteristics, the most important one is why. What is your burning desire to succeed about? Okay, because it can't be just about the money. Okay, everybody's going to make money at one level or another. They're going to go to work. They're going to do what they're supposed to do. Somebody's going to pay them for doing it. Everybody's going to work. Okay, if your why you need to be successful is important enough, then the other things will work themselves out. It'll create that willingness to work. It'll create that willingness to learn, if why you need to be successful is important enough. So the most important things I can share with you are that. As a brand new distributor, you're going, well, wait a minute, Fred, I want to know, who do I talk to? Where do I go? What do I say? What do I do? Trust me, okay? Those are secondary to the focus on those 3 ingredients to success, to succeed: willingness to work, willingness to learn, burning desire to succeed. If why you need to be successful is important enough, the how will work itself out. Now, secondly, the new distributor training video that I mentioned on my YouTube channel, 30 minutes long, it is everything you need to know about this profession. It's what do we do and how do we do it? And see, for me, you know, 30 in my early 30s, I wasn't afraid of working. I knew I had to learn. I had a white hot burning desire to succeed. All I wanted to know was what do we do and how do we do it? Because if you give me that, I'll go do the doing part. This is the part that most people miss. What we actually do in network marketing, what I have personally done to create an environment where, you know, and I hate to say these kinds of things because it kind of sounds like I'm bragging, and I'm not bragging, okay? I'm just telling you the way it is. To create a level of income that would have taken, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 lifetimes as a truck driver, to retire in my mid-40s. That was simple. What it is we do is really very simple. Now, I've heard the phrasing, you know, I'm not saying it's easy, I'm saying it's simple. Honestly, I'm going to tell you it's easy. If you think about it, how hard as a truck driver would I have to work over a period of, 150, 200 years as a truck driver to earn the kind of money I've made in this profession? How hard would that be? Well, it'd be a lot harder than what I've done. So, you know, yes, it's simple. And quite frankly, you can compress time. You could put in 40 years of work effort into 4 years. And would that be a lot of hard work during those 4 years? Yeah. But the next 36 years, you'd get off. So would it be worth it? So review that training tape, okay, that training video. That's the foundation of every single thing that I've done, both in my first company to learn how to do this. I transitioned, first company was a great training ground for me. Some of the highest level professional training that's ever been exposed in the industry came from that company. Bad timing for that company. Second company, not nearly as great a company, but I had good timing. And 8 years later, I retired. And then with ZJ International, I joined this company a little over 12 years ago. And the income that has come from this company has eclipsed what I was able to accomplish in the first decade in network marketing. And so that video, I highly encourage you to take that in. Now, let me switch to transition now. I want to talk specifically to those of you that are our existing distributors. Maybe you've been with us a few months, maybe you've been with us a year, a few years, maybe a decade. Today, we are sitting on the cusp of one of the most extraordinary things that has ever happened in the network marketing profession. And I'm not just talking about our company. I genuinely believe this will be one of the most extraordinary events in the history of network marketing. And that's quite a statement when you recognize this profession's been in existence for what, 70 years now. You know, the network marketing profession is bigger than anything. It's bigger than big pharma. It's bigger than the NFL. It's, you know, we're a huge international profession, and ZJ International has just been merged and been acquired by Isogenics. Now, Isogenics is a company that is like a perfect marriage with ZJ International. I had the opportunity to spend a few days in Phoenix, Arizona here this week, this past week. The owners of the company, they just, you know, they exude the same kind of character, integrity, passion for the correct things, passion for people, passion for good products that so many of us have. Their corporate organization is absolutely the best I've ever seen. And I've been around this game for a long, long time. I've met a lot of people. I have never before seen a company ownership and a corporate team that so much is in align with not only my philosophies, but the philosophies and the belief systems of our ZJ International field team. It is a blending of two incredible cultures and two incredible product lines. And the reason I am so excited is that ZJ International as a company, in just a short period of time, in just a few weeks, the merger will take place and we will transition to become Isogenics distributors, lock, stock, and barrel. And when that happens, ZJ International will have matured 10, 15, 20 years in one day. What we are going to right now, folks, is what I dreamed ZJ International could become, but with our products and with our organization, our people. And we have accelerated our growth. Quite frankly, I would probably not be around long enough to see that maturation of ZJ International, yet instantaneously, we will become a $1 billion a year company, okay? And so I am more excited. I turned 65 last year. I've been, in or around this profession of network marketing for 35 years. Today, I am more excited, more passionate about this profession and the opportunity for all of us than I have been in 35 years. And for each one of you, your future has made a dramatic positive change because of the announcement we've got, wow, 10 days ago, 12 days ago. It seems like it's been forever. So what I want to do is I want to take a few minutes from a training perspective to share with you what each one of you wants to focus on over the next several weeks as we are in this transition stage. And we'll take a little break, then we're going to come back, and all the details that you wanted to get will be delivered by the top people in our organization and the company of ZJ International, not including me. I'm just going to be the host. I'm going to let the people that know what they're doing do the talking. So, question is right now, what do we do between now and the time we make that full transition? There's going to be a lot of things happening in the interim, okay? It's going to move a lot faster than some of you think, because we're going to be getting access to some of the Isogenics products. The Isogenics company is going to be funding programs that we have right now. They're going to be funding bonuses that we might be able to receive once the transition takes place. But what do we do between now and then? Okay, if you have your notes handy, number one, business as usual. Nothing changes. Today, the 1st of February, is the beginning of our 28-day sprint. That's on, folks. You want to focus on what we are always doing. We share our product, we share our income opportunity, we teach others to do the same. And for those of you that, for whatever reason, didn't register for Sprint, you didn't put your team together, whatever, the deadline has been extended. You can do that now. Even though the sprint started today, you can sign up and create your own sprint team. And you need to do this, okay? Maybe you're fairly new, or maybe you have a stagnant organization. You don't have anybody to do a sprint with. Do it by yourself. Make it a team of one. The real issue here is not winning the sprint competition. The primary benefit of the sprint is participating in the activities of sprint. You will set yourself up to be literally months, ahead of the game when we make that transition if you focus on today for the next 28 days in the activities of the sprint. I'm going to share with you a couple of specifics I want you to focus on, but do the sprint, okay? Even if you're a team of one, do the sprint. It will pay you, royally a few weeks down the road when we make our transition, okay? Now, the sprint, many of you know, the sprint has at the 3 different levels, there's different prizes and awards that you can get for participating and achieving certain levels. All of those are still in place, okay? You're still going to get, and forgive me, I don't have the page in front of me, so you're going to get the AirPods if you hit that level. You're going to get the shaker bottle if you hit that level, the branded stuff, that sort of thing. The top team in the competition would have been brought in to corporate for to meet the corporate team, big celebration. That's the #1 placing team. Isagenix has made a decision to take the top 3 teams to the corporate headquarters in Arizona. So they've just tripled, if you will, the #1 bonus. They are also discussing adding to the various levels of success in the sprint program, additional cash bonuses. Okay, there's more benefits to participating than we had prior to this week, but the activities are what's really going to produce the results. Because quite frankly, make a lot of money, buy your own goodies, right? Your own AirPods or whatever. Make enough money, fly yourself into Phoenix. That's cool to get all those things, but that's nothing compared to the benefit of the participation in the sprint. Now, it's the activities of sharing our product, introducing people to our products, bringing them on board with a package, helping them duplicate that, helping them do the same thing, rank advancements. Those are all the ways that you qualify for points to be accumulated in the sprint program. Those activities are exactly what you should be doing today in preparation for the merger that'll be taking place here in several weeks. So be involved in the sprint, okay? And the specifics I want to share with you, the Isagenix program is very, very similar to our program. Get people involved in the product, whether they're joining to be part of the business or whether they're joining to be a customer. Get them engaged in the product. Get them engaged not in one product, but with a package, because we all know our system's the same as the Isagenix systems. People will have a better result if they have a collection of products that work synergistically together for whatever their goals are. Now, get people engaged in the product. Get them product results. Whether it's a customer or somebody who's starting with the mindset of becoming a distributor, the better their product results, the longer the retention rate. Okay? The more complete the package they start with, the better results they're going to get. The better results they get, the longer they're going to stay engaged. Okay? Quite frankly, in my personal Zija business, because I made such a focus on, follow up with my customers. We've done trainings on this in the past. We're going to do it again. Day 1, day 3, day 7, day 14, day 21 follow up. It's why customer retention has been so high, because if people get the results they're looking for, are they going to quit doing what made them feel good and look good? No, they're going to keep doing it. And so we want to do the same things that we've always done. And here's a little tiny nuance I want to share with you. Regardless of what your Zija organization looked like, and for those of you that are brand new or you've only been here a short period of time, you've got the best environment because you can create your organization, the profile of your organization, any way you want. For those of you who've been around for a while, you know that we produce two teams in our organization. It'll be the same thing with Isogenics. In our compensation plan, some of you have one side of your organization is quite large and the other side might be smaller. And so your focus has always been on building the smaller leg. Here's the only thing I need you to understand. You need to have one active person in each leg. And because I'm looking here at the group of people that are here, some of you have very large legs and don't have anybody in that leg, right? You've only been focusing on the other leg. You want to have one person on each of your legs that is what will be called a qualified consultant. It's the same thing in our business. We've always said this. Start out, go get two people, and then help them get their two people. Same plan with Isogenics. The only difference is just make sure you have one on the left and one on the right. And I'm not going to get into comp plan details and that sort of thing, but I'll do this very simple illustration on why you need to be so excited about the transition that's going to take place here in several weeks. You know, we don't have an exact date. We're probably looking at maybe 60 to 90 days for complete transition. In the ZEJA compensation plan, if you simply enrolled two people and that's all you ever did, those two people go out and they start building, you know, here's the two people you get to enroll. You get to enroll me and you get to enroll Pat Anderson. Okay, and some of you are going, woohoo, that sounds like a really good deal. For those of you who don't know that, you know, Pat Anderson is, you know, one of our top income earners. And I'm one of the good income earners, right? In our compensation plan at ZEJA, enrolling two people, you could max out your income, I believe, at like $1,500 a week, maybe $1,700, I forget. Which is, you know, let's face it, that's pretty good. That's a good job, $60,000 a year, right? In the Isogenics plan, if you simply enrolled two people who then went to work and built a real business, their comp plan maxes out not at $1,500 a week, but at $13,000 a week. And I hope you got that. And I didn't make a mistake on those numbers. Instead of maxing out with two people maxing out at $1,500 a week, you would max out at $13,000 a week by enrolling two. Now, full disclosure, those two people have to build big business. But many of you have been in a situation where you've got one leader that maxed out that leg and you're still building the other side. Okay, it doesn't take a lot of people. So the one finessing I want to make sure you're doing is you're building your sprint teams. And folks, I said that like that. You should be building a sprint team, even if it's by yourself, because it's more about the activities than the levels of achievement. It's more about the daily method of operation, the engagement, than it is about being in the top three. All right. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I won't be in the top three. Okay. I'm not minimizing my ability. I'm not, predicting, failure. I'm just telling you, I know who's in the sprint teams. These folks are going to, rocket past me. Why am I doing sprint? Because it's all about building the muscle. You cannot look good in the gym once. You got to be in the gym, 3-4 times a week, every week, consistently over a prolonged period of time before you start to see the results. This is more about developing the consistency of activity than it is about winning the prize. Okay. Now, focus on that one little fine nuance, and their program is identical to our program. Get your new person on the product. Get them on a good package. Do follow-up. Help them. Make sure they get good results. It'll create longevity. help them get there too, and help those people get there too. That's it. That's all there is. The only difference is that the new comp plan will pay you so much more. And let me help with a question right now that I don't, well, Fred, maybe I should wait. You could wait, but you will miss out. If you wait 60 days to engage, you're going to lose a year's worth of income. Okay? Wait 60 days, lose a year's worth of income. Don't make that mistake. The most important thing at this point in time for brand new people, learn the foundation, the fundamentals. Listen to that 30-minute training video that I referenced. Existing distributors, engage. Don't wait. Do it now. If you wait to see what's going to happen, you will wish you hadn't waited. Real simple, okay? This I know for a fact. Do not succumb to the deer in the headlights syndrome. You know what I'm talking about. Something happened, the light, and the deer just stops dead. And unfortunately, a lot of times that's what happens. They stop dead in the road and then get run over, okay? Every single one of the field leaders is telling you what I'm telling you. Don't wait. Start today. We have phenomenal product packages. We have a phenomenal opportunity today to transition into this next evolution of the ZJ community. If you wait 1 day, it's like you lost a month. Wait 2 days, it's like you lost 2 months. Don't wait, okay? Have faith, believe in the process, understand that there's a reason why the ZJ International Field Leadership Team, the highest ranking, the most successful people in ZJ International, all speaking in one voice, which is, this is the greatest thing that could possibly have ever happened to our ZJ family, and you don't want to wait to see what's going to happen, okay? Now, I've got a few minutes left. If there's some questions, I'm going to go jot over here real quick to the chat box. I'm going to take a little break here just right near the top of the hour. Got to go check in on Mom, and then we'll be right back right at the top of the hour with David Moses, Reed Nelson, and maybe even Pat Anderson. All right, I'm going to go backwards here. Let's see. Oh, good, Candace. Thank you very much. Sense of direction. I was hoping that that was coming across. I'm honestly feeling a little dazed and confused, so I don't know how scattered it was. I'll listen to the replay when I post it, and I'll go, oh my God, Fred, why did you even bother to open your mouth? Very informative training. Thank you. Get your new current members active. Yes, something I want you to focus on. Many of you that have been around for a while, okay, you have some people that maybe are no longer actively engaged. You need to be picking up the phone and putting them on the line. There is a Zoom meeting, Thursday night business presentation that was done 2 weeks ago, I believe. Check it out on the YouTube channel. While I tend not to be very complimentary about what I do, I've had a number of people say that the message that was given on that particular, and I'm going to say it was not this last Thursday, but the Thursday before. Go check that out. If you think that has some value to it, you may want to share it with your people that maybe become inactive. Give everybody who's been with you an opportunity to be part of the greatest thing that's ever happened in the ZJ family. Sense of direction, informative. Oh, let's see if I got some other question. Thank you, thank you. In your opinion, where is the best place to look into for info? Candace. Folks, Isogenics, I mean, they are decades beyond us in terms of getting information out. There is a new website that will help. It's a dummy website, if you will, but it's an example of what an Isogenics distributor's website looks at. Great product information. If you Google Isogenics, you can Google Isogenics movie. You can Google Isogenics products. Isagenix business. There is and unfortunately, maybe I've got it over here. Some of you thinking, wow, Fred, you're not very prepared. You're right. They gave us a page that apparently I can't find right now of many of their websites. But if you Google Isagenix, you will be given a lot of information. Candace, do me a favor. Oh, Candace Smiley, you are the best. Candace just put in the chat box the address of the YouTube video I was talking about, not the training video, but a presentation I did on this transition. And so go there, and then let's see here. I'm going to try and put this in, see if I can do it off the top of my head. www.isagenix.com/en-us-zija. Okay, that should work. Somebody check it for me, please. Isagenix Movie, thank you, isagenixmovie.com. There are a number of, I can't tell you what's the best place to go because there's just so much information, but let me share this with you. I'm much more of a concepts person than a details person. LinkWorks, thank you, Kate, appreciate that. That's an example site, which will be a great way for you to start learning about the products, but trust me on this, okay? Don't get hung up trying to learn everything right now. Bad plan. Focus on what you know. You know your Zija products, you know the sprint program, you understand how to get people engaged in the products, get them a package, you know, one of our bundle packs that meets whatever it is that they're looking for. Focus on that. We will be providing resources for you as time goes on to bring you up to speed with the Isagenix products, with the Isagenix compensation plan, with the Isagenix game plan, okay? All of that will be provided for you. If you want to take the next 60 days, learn everything there is to know, then you can start when the merger takes place with all the knowledge and no momentum. Let me tell you what a dumb truck driver knows. Get the momentum going. You know, don't worry about how, okay? It's why. Focus on the correct activities. All the stuff that you're going to need to know, that'll come with you. And honestly, let me give you one simple technique. A lot of you know I'm not a techniques guy, I'm a concepts guy. Let me give you one simple technique that will make you rich, because it's made me rich. Don't be the person that knows everything. Be the person that knows what to do. Share the product, share the opportunity, teach the others to do the same. Let other people provide the information, okay? I never want to be the person that knows everything. I simply want to be the person that makes the most money, okay? And how do you do that? Help the most people get results, life-changing results on our products, and then life-changing results in our opportunity. Let me keep going here. Yeah, Candace is all over this. Keep your eyes on Candace Smiley. Matter of fact, I'm looking at this at the list of people that are here. There are so many people here that you know, they've done well at one level or another in Zija. You know, Becca, you're going to be a rock star in this deal. Okay, trust me, you will be a rock star in this deal. Diana, you will be a rock star in this deal. Danielle, oh my goodness, Danielle, you need to get well, you can't get a prenup now, Danielle, you're already married, sorry. Let's see, Danielle, folks, if you haven't done so already, go to zijaevents.com and register for the celebration. We call our annual convention the Summit, okay? I can't tell you how many people over the years I've said, you gotta get to Summit, it's the best thing you'll ever do. And when they did it, they said, thank you, Fred, for forcing me to buy that ticket. Go to zijaevents.com, purchase your Summit ticket. That will automatically transition to The celebration is what Isogenics calls their annual convention. It's in mid-July in Salt Lake City. Folks, just do this. Register. Don't worry about, well, I don't know if I can get the time off. I don't know if I'll have the financial resources for the hotel or the plane flight. Don't worry about that. Buy the ticket. Okay, once you buy the ticket, everything else will work out. Guarantee you. Bob DeCant. Bob DeCant, for those of you that maybe aren't familiar with Bob and his wife Joanne, they are, mega successful people in network marketing. And when Bob DeCant says he is excited about the future, that's the word. Okay, he's been there, he's done that, he's seen everything there is to see. He's the guy that bought the t-shirts that prove it, and he's excited. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Hi everyone from California. Doug, Edie. Thank you, Matt. Okay, did I catch all the questions? Or the people keep putting stuff in here. I think we're gonna let's see, July 15th through the 18th. Let's see, Dr. Jerry Brown. Oh my goodness. Gosh, now if I would have known the who's who of Zija was showing up to this this little training, I probably would have done a better job, maybe, huh? Good to see you, Jerry. Register, Linda Conte, register. Of course you are, Linda. Linda, you've been very successful here. You will rock the place, rock the Cosmo with this. Let's see, AJ, don't worry about bring the library. Folks, AJ Finkark is one of my favorite people because she can caption everything I say that takes me a day and a half to say it. She can say it in one sentence. She just said, don't worry about being the library. Just be the library card, right? All right, folks, listen, jot down any questions you have. We're going to take a little break, 10 minutes. Okay, you can just stay logged in, listen to my jams. I'm going to go check in on Mom. Right at the top of the hour, we're going to be back. First Saturday of the period, team-wide meeting. This will be the most important team-wide meeting that we've ever done. Be prepared with your questions. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to stop the recording, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.